vain a powerful show of strength, Russia has rolled out its advanced Bastion missile systems along the rugged shores of the Barents Sea, sending a clear message to NATO: Moscow is ready to defend its Arctic interests. The deployment, part of the Russian Navy's massive July storm exercise, comes as tensions simmer in the region, with NATO stepping up its own military maneuvers in the Arctic. Here's the lowdown on what's happening, why it matters, and why Russia's move makes sense in today's geopolitical chess game. The Barents Sea, a chilly stretch of water north of Russia's Kola Peninsula, isn't just a frozen backwater, it's a strategic hotspot. Flanked by Norway's Svalbard to the northwest and Russia's Novaya Zemlya to the east, this icy gateway to the Arctic is crucial for naval operations and submarine patrols. For Russia, it's home to some of its most sensitive military assets, like ballistic missile submarines based around the Kola Peninsula. Protecting this region is non-negotiable, and the Bastion systems are a big part of that plan. So what's the deal with these Bastion missile systems? They're no ordinary weapons. The K300P, Bastion-P, is a mobile coastal defense system armed with P-800 Oniks, supersonic cruise missiles. These bad boys can hit targets up to 300 kilometers away, flying at a blistering 750 meters per second, while skimming just 10 to 15 meters above the water to dodge radar. With a dual-mode seeker, active radar and infrared imaging, these missiles can zero in on specific ships, even in a crowded fleet, and shrug off heavy electronic jamming. Each launcher carries 2 missiles, ready to fire in under 5 minutes, and can protect over 600 kilometers of coastline. It's a serious piece of kit, designed to keep enemy ships, including NATO's aircraft carriers and convoys, at bay. The deployment happened as part of July Storm, a major Russian Navy drill, led by Admiral Alexander Moiseyev, the Navy's commander-in-chief. The exercise isn't just about flexing muscle, it's about practicing real-world scenarios, like defending civilian infrastructure and securing Russia's Arctic bases. The Northern Fleet's Missile Battalion, stationed on the Kola Peninsula, moved these launchers into firing positions along the Barents Sea coast, showing they're ready to act fast if push comes to shove. The drill also involves over 150 warships, 120 aircraft, and 15,000 personnel across the Arctic, Pacific, Baltic, and Caspian Seas, proving Russia's got the firepower to back up its claims. Why now? Well, Russia's not making this move in a vacuum. NATO's been ramping up its presence in the Arctic, and Moscow's not thrilled about it. Exercises like Baltic Sentry and Northern Viking 24 have seen NATO ships and planes creeping closer to Russia's borders, especially around Norway and Finland. Just this week, a Norwegian P-8 Poseidon patrol aircraft was spotted scoping out Russia's maneuvers, while a USRC 135 spy plane buzzed near the Kola Peninsula. These aren't friendly flyovers. They're NATO keeping tabs on Russia's every move. Add to that NATO's broader push to contain Russia, from expanding bases in Eastern Europe to arming Ukraine with advanced systems like NASAMS, and it's no wonder Russia's doubling down on its defenses. From Russia's perspective, this isn't about picking a fight, it's about protecting what's theirs. The Arctic is a treasure trove of resources, from oil and gas to shipping routes, and Russia's got a lot at stake. The Barents Sea is a key piece of that puzzle, especially with its submarine bases and access to the Atlantic. NATO's growing footprint feels like a direct challenge, and the Bastion deployment is Moscow's way of saying, we're watching, and we're ready. As military analyst Vijendra K. Thakur put it, Russia's response is measured, focused on securing strategic points rather than escalating to open conflict. It's a calculated move to deter NATO from getting too cozy in Russia's backyard. The Bastion systems aren't new to the scene. They've been a cornerstone of Russia's coastal defenses since 2010. They've already proven their worth in places like Crimea, where they were deployed to deter threats in the Black Sea, and even in Syria, where they've shown they can hit land targets too. In the Arctic, they're a perfect fit for the harsh environment. With mobile launchers that can deploy quickly and stay operational for days, even in brutal conditions. The Northern Fleet's been using them since at least 2016, and they've passed tough winter tests on islands like Alexandra Land in Franz Josef Land. This latest deployment just cements their role as Russia's go-to shield in the region. For Russia, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Kola Peninsula is home to critical naval bases, and any threat to those could disrupt Russia's nuclear deterrence strategy. The Bastion systems, paired with other defenses like the 3K60 BAL, create a layered Bastion defense that makes it tough for NATO to project power too close. It's not just about missiles. It's about sending a signal that Russia's Arctic stronghold is off-limits. With NATO's surveillance planes circling and tensions over Ukraine still simmering, Russia's making it clear they're not backing down. Critics might call this saber-rattling, but from Russia's point of view, it's a necessary response to NATO's own posturing. The West's been pouring weapons into Ukraine and expanding its military presence in places like Norway and Finland, which share borders with Russia. Moscow sees this as encirclement, and the Barents Sea deployment is a way to push back without firing a shot. It's strategic, not reckless, and it shows Russia's got the tech and the will to protect its interests. In the end, Russia's Bastion deployment is a bold but pragmatic move. It's about securing a vital region, deterring potential threats, and reminding NATO that the Arctic isn't their playground. The Barents Sea is Russia's turf, and with systems like the Bastion in place, they're making sure it stays that way. As the July storm exercise wraps up, one thing's clear: Russia's ready to stand its ground, and they've got the firepower to back it up.